What's up, guys? Alright, let's do another one of these. All I can say is we're having a date today. You know where I am, you know what I'm talking about. Tyler Farms, Yuma. Not exactly a great day, but it is what it is. So we finally got a topic to talk about. As of right now, I am behind schedule by about 8 hours. Not behind by 8 hours, behind schedule by 8 hours. Think about that for a second. It does make a difference. I should, I've done this run a lot, make up my time by Sunday if things go right. It also depends on what happens tonight. And we should be good for the rest of the night, but who knows? Again, sorry about that squeaking. It is that stupid cabinet that I will get fixed eventually. Anyway, this is one of those situations. It just is what it is. Reefer running, you know? You can't predict it. This is pretty much my steady work, except for over here. It's just something that we got to do just for this one trip. 1 or 2 trips anyway. And we'll figure it out. Nothing more I can do about it. So, like I said, I should make up my time between the AG exemption, because I'm running produce. Why wouldn't I get Tyler Foods if it wasn't for that? And I don't know how good you guys can hear me. I do have the window down. Should make up my time between the AG exemption. I really could do this run on 600-ish miles a day, and I normally run, I shouldn't say that. I'm still going to be running the same miles I always run. But I should make it up because I'm going to turn the wick up just a little bit. Good thing is we don't have to stop to scale out. This load is notoriously not heavy. That's going to save some time. You know, leaving Yuma, put the book back on over in Eloy. And after that, going to make a quick stop in Tucson. Want to grab about 75 gallons worth of fuel to get me over to Weatherford, Texas. We'll see. With any luck, this is going to put me past the Dallas traffic tomorrow. I head back. Head back east, and instead of going up through the middle, the shortest way, I go the longest. The longest ends up being the fastest and the cheapest. I don't have to go through any cities really. I go through Dallas. This is fun. I go through Dallas. I go through Birmingham, I guess you can say. Other than that, no other major cities until I get back all the way. And it's a curb. So with any luck, this could have been not such a bad thing because we could be running out of traffic with Dallas. Dallas is the only thing that's got me a little weary. I have not done this since last year, so I don't know what construction looks like, but it should be clear. Last time I did this, it was in April, so I'm assuming all the construction is gone. And yes, before anybody yells, you can turn on red over here. Just gonna be a long night tonight. If anybody's wondering, we're about maybe 73,000 pounds. I'll leave this on, but I didn't really keep my promise the other day when I did this coming through, going through the canyons. And honestly, beautiful going through there. And when I say the canyons, it's going right through those mountains that you see in front of us. Might turn this back on tomorrow, depending on how it looks. What was the difference between running behind schedule and running behind? Running behind means that you are late. I am not late. Behind schedule, that I should make up my time. I should make up my time where I stop, do my 10 and roll, stop, do my 10 and roll, stop, do my 10 and roll. You know, and I'm one of those that does not like to waste any time. A little paranoid about that. Not even paranoid, I should say, more, I guess, OCD. I don't like wasting time whatsoever. You know, I'm the guy that gets in there, fuels the truck, and goes right away. Tonight, my 30-minute break, I'll take a little cat nap. It should be over somewhere near Lordsburg-ish. Probably be in Lordsburg, New Mexico. No, Las Cruces. Stop in Las Cruces. Take a cat nap. And, yep. Right on. unfortunately, I guess I'll stop tonight, get a chicken sandwich from Popeyes, which I'm not a fan of. It'll be a couple hours though. What are you gonna do? So if there's anybody out there that's curious about, I'm not sure who would be, but about reefer work, produce work in particular, it's the rarities of being on time. I had 4 picks on this one, and every last one of them got a delay. Name of the game. Well, even though I said I won't do vlogs, guess I lied on that one. A little update on this load. I haven't had a load that went this sideways in a long time. However, I am still not behind. Behind schedule, I'm not behind. I'm just going to be where I gotta be, about 6 hours late. So I did make up a bunch of time, not what I wanted to. And yeah, it just did not going to be a good oh, shut up. Definitely, 1 second, I'll shut off. Like I said, don't put a W9 low air alarm into a Pete. They don't work. That's what happened. That's 90 pounds of air. Anyway, yeah, this trip did not exactly go the way I wanted it to. Was up the first day. I was up a decent amount. I don't like pushing myself that tired, so I stopped about 140 miles of where I wanted to be. Next night, did really well actually. Up until the point I stopped for dinner, I got out in Sweetwater, Texas, and I said to myself, I said, man, this leveling valve on the trail, it's really letting out a lot of air. Whatever, come back out, guess what? Still letting out air. Get underneath the trailer, and turns out I got a bad brake chamber. Again, new trailer to me, so yeah. And I got the windows down. I don't know if you guys can hear me, whatever. Anyway. So, luckily I was at a TA until I found out that TA does not work on disc brakes. Here's a lesson for you guys. If you have disc brakes, put a brake chamber, brake pod, whatever the hell they're called, buy one. Put it in the truck. Yes, I am that guy that has to carry spare parts on me. Went to go call Bruckner's Truck Center because apparently it said Bruckner's Trucking Equipment. I was in the oil patch. So, figured that they'd be able to do it. Well, with that, they wanted to charge a $2,000 hold on my card just to see if they can do the job because they're not sure if they can do it. Promptly hung up on them. Well, they called me back. We were disconnected. No, you're wrong. We were not disconnected. I hung up on you. I'm not playing that game. $2,000 for a hold? If they can do the job? No, sorry. With that, didn't want to out of all of them, Love's. And apparently, Love's stocks them. However, the guy told me there's 3 different ones. I'm sorry, 4 different ones, and he's got 3 of them. Well, luckily enough, it was one of the ones he had. Got that out of the way, and did the thing. That leads us to night before last. Stopped to get out of the truck, and 1 second, guys, don't get my phone silent. Got rolled that window. Anyway, I get out of the truck and I'm like, don't tell me the drain just broke on the reefer for the defrost. Why is my APU soaked? Well, on further inspection, yeah, this transmission's not great. On further inspection, it wasn't water. Pulled the APU apart, and I broke a fuel line. So that happened. So I now have no APU until I get back. I just got a quick fuel line we can fix real quick. Yeah, and that's that. And last night you can't find parking. So, whatever. But I'll be up there tonight, 12 o'clock, 12:30ish, or I got fuel. So, that's what we're doing. Just a little update on how this trip is going. Hasn't been a fun trip on this end, to say the least. But we're rolling. If it wasn't for that brake chamber, I would have been exactly where I wanted to be, exactly on time. Well, I only would have lost about 4 hours, 3 hours-ish. So, that's basically the deal. It happens. Can't get mad about it. Not to mention construction, traffic, holiday traffic, because I'm doing this the weekend before Thanksgiving. Life, and that is trucking. So, that is that. Not all these trips can go good. Chalk it up as an experience, and it happens. Move on to the next one. Although for me, it seems like this happens 3 or 4 loads in a row, so see how the next one works out. On the plus side though, the truck's been running fantastic. And this trailer, I don't hate it. It's not my Wabash, but I sure as hell don't hate this trailer. Holds the temperature dead solid. Recovers fast for defrost. Gets down quick. And even for a newer carrier, doesn't drone that bad. Drones, but doesn't drone that bad. So, that is it. I'll just run for a couple minutes and we'll cut it off. That'll be it for this one. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. We'll have some more stuff coming out. Like I said, whatever you guys want to discuss, let's talk about it. degrees out. Beautiful.